Today, we're diving into the exciting new features of iOS 18, Apple's latest software update that brings a host of improvements and cool functionalities to your iPhone. If you're new here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and ring the bell to stay updated with our latest videos. Let's get started. Apple has always been at the forefront of innovation, and with iOS 18, they're taking things up a notch. Forget about Apple Intelligence for a minute because there's a lot more to talk about. This update is packed with non-AI features that are sure to enhance your user experience. One of the most anticipated features is the ability to open any app without unlocking your phone. Yes, you heard that right. With iOS 18, you can now lock an app and require Face ID or your passcode to open it, adding an extra layer of security. But it doesn't stop there. You can also hide apps so that no one can see them on your home screen. This is perfect for those who value privacy and want to keep certain apps away from prying eyes. Customization is another area where iOS 18 shines. You can now customize the app icons on your home screen. Whether you want to move them around or select a color theme that suits your style, iOS 18 gives you the freedom to personalize your home screen like never before. When it comes to messaging, Apple has added some nifty features too. With the new Send Later feature, you can schedule the time that your message will be sent. This is incredibly useful for those who like to plan their messages ahead of time. And finally, iOS 18 brings support for RCS messages, making your messaging experience more seamless and integrated. But the feature that's got everyone talking is the ability to open any app from the lock screen. Currently, the lock screen shortcuts allow you to open the flashlight on the left side and the camera on the right side. With iOS 18, you can customize these shortcuts to launch any app you want without even unlocking your iPhone. How cool is that? To customize your lock screen shortcuts, it's quite simple. Once you install the iOS 18 beta, long press on the lock screen and tap on the blue Customize button. Press the lock screen option and you'll see two buttons, one next to the icon on the lower left and one next to the icon on the lower right. Press the button next to the icon you want to replace and then tap the plus button. Select Open App and choose the app you want to open from your lock screen. Tap on Done. And that's all there is to it. Now, you might be wondering how you can get your hands on iOS 18. Well, you can wait until September when the stable version of iOS 18 is released, or you can roll the dice and install the iOS 18 public beta. The public beta is a great option because it's released after the developer beta, meaning Apple has had time to patch any major issues. To install the iOS 18 public beta on your iPhone, go to Settings greater than Software Update. Tap on Beta Updates, select iOS 18 Public Beta, hit the back button in the upper left corner, and you'll see your inventory integrated. What do you think about the new features in iOS 18? Are you excited about the ability to open apps from the lock screen, or maybe the customization options have caught your eye? Let me know your thoughts in the comments section below. Also, if you decide to try out the iOS 18 Public Beta, share your experiences and let us know how it's working out for you. That's it for today. Remember to subscribe if you haven't already and click the bell icon so you won't miss out on our upcoming videos. As always, to you in the next video. Just a few months' time, the iPhone 16 Pro Max will succeed the iPhone 15 Pro Max and take on the mantle as the best and most advanced iPhone out there. Although there's plenty of time until September and a lot can change, we seem to know a lot about the upcoming top iPhone model based on rumors and leaks. How is the iPhone 16 Pro Max shaping up against its predecessor? What's changing and what's staying the same? Let's see how the iPhone 16 Pro Max shapes up against the current best iPhone Apple has in its roster. First up, let's talk about design and size. The iPhone 16 Pro Max will inherit the same design language as the iPhone 15 Pro Max, employing the same titanium frame with a completely flat screen. The major difference between the iPhone 16 Pro Max and the iPhone 15 Pro Max will be size. The upcoming iPhone screen will grow to 6.9 inches across, a significant bump over the iPhone 15 Pro Max's 6.7-inch display. To achieve this, they're likely shrinking the bezels down even further and making the phone itself slightly larger overall. As per the rumors, the iPhone 16 Pro Max will measure 163mm in height and 77.58mm in width versus 159.9mm and 76.7mm for the iPhone 15 Pro Max, respectively. A small but notable change, all things considered. The iPhone 15 Pro Max debuted with an action button instead of a mute switch and a USB Type-C port at the bottom, so those two features will be carrying over to the newer model as well. However, the iPhone 16 series will be scoring another button, dubbed the Capture button. Colors-wise, the iPhone 15 Pro Max was available in 4 understated and titanium-inspired colors. We've heard that Apple might use another titanium processing technique that will make the iPhone 16 Pro Max glossier and also more capable of retaining colors. Moving on to display differences. As mentioned, the iPhone 16 Pro Max will come along with a significantly larger display, measuring at 6.9 inches across. Aside from the size, when you don't clearly expect any other major changes, we're certainly getting a liquid Retina XDR display with an OLED panel delivering superb colors, contrast, and exceptional maximum brightness. The screen will support 120Hz ProMotion refresh rate, making scrolling through the interface and on-screen content way smoother. Now let's delve into performance and software. The iPhone 16 Pro Max will feature a second-generation 3nm chip, possibly dubbed Apple A18 Pro. As one can imagine, we expect that the Apple A18 Pro will have better performance than the Apple A17 Pro. Due to the heavily rumored focus on AI for both iOS and the iPhone 16 range, we expect that the iPhone 16 Pro Max will come with a much improved neural engine to take care of all the generative AI features. The iPhone 16 Pro Max will also be a first to debut iOS 18 with a focus on artificial intelligence features. The new iPhone 16 Pro Max will also support faster Wi-Fi 7 and a more power-efficient 5G modem, keeping you future-proofed on the connectivity front. Let's talk about the camera. As the iPhone 15 Pro Max delivers a host of important camera features, chief among which is the new 120mm telephoto lens, the iPhone 16 Pro Max could finally address one of the forgotten cameras that hasn't recently scored any significant overhauls, the ultra-wide. Analyst Ming-Chi Kuo believes that Apple will be introducing a 48-megapixel ultra-wide camera on the iPhone 16 Pro Max. When it comes to audio quality, iPhone Pro Max devices are always up there with the best, setting the benchmarks for all other manufacturers to measure up against. The iPhone 16 Pro Max will be no exception. The same generally applies to haptics too. iPhones are arguably the best devices when it comes to haptic feedback, giving us precise and accurate vibrations that are sufficiently strong yet not overpowering. Lastly, battery life and charging. The iPhone 16 Pro Max will reportedly feature a much larger 4,676 mAh battery compared to the 4,422 mAh battery in the iPhone 15 Pro Max. Charging-wise, we haven't heard anything about a potential charging speed increase, but we hope to see one on the iPhone 16 Pro Max. So far, the iPhone 16 Pro Max is shaping up to be a logical improvement to the iPhone 15 Pro Max, delivering key upgrades in important areas like screen size, performance, AI, and battery life. Thus far, we haven't heard anything particular about a potential price increase, so it's safe to assume that the iPhone 16 Pro Max will start at $1,199 for the 256GB version. Of course, if there's an iPhone 15 Pro Max in your pocket, then you'll probably have few reasons to upgrade to the iPhone 16 Pro Max. Stay tuned for more updates on the iPhone 16 Pro Max as we get closer to its release date. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for the latest tech news and reviews. Thanks for watching. Until next time.